I'm here to meet Matt and his girlfriend Anita. They're keen wild campers, and they're going to accompany me into the heart of the Estrella Mountains.
So do you feel totally at home in these mountains?
Joe, I love it here. It's so calm and peaceful.
Yeah.
And I particularly like the fact that at this moment we're actually hiking through a glacial valley.
Yeah.
Millions of years ago, this was one big ice block slowly melting towards the valley at the bottom, which is where we get all these boulders from.
It's beautiful and yet extremely bleak.
Yeah, there's a certain silent desolation about the area. OK, Joe.
Yeah.
The next part of our journey, we don't go by foot. We need to get up on this ridgeline.
Right.
So we can't walk up there.
No.
We're going to climb up there. How do you feel about that?
You know, when you said climbing, I sort of thought you meant scrambling up a hillside.
It's totally safe. We're going to be using all the equipment, ropes, harnesses. We are going to be taking everything, including ourselves and our camping equipment,
Right.
all the way up onto that ledge,
Yeah.
so we continue our hike there. OK?
OK.
Let's go.
All right.
OK, Joe, you happy with the belay?
Yeah, I'm sorted.
OK, so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take this route up to the top,
Yes.
set myself up.
Yes.
And you're going to control my rope. When I get to the top, I'll set up and then you're going to come up after me.
OK.
I'll be able to see you and hear you,
Yeah.
so we'll be able to communicate the whole way through.
Brilliant.
OK, Anita, ready?
Yeah.
OK, I'm off climbing.
Good luck,
now.
Matt.
Thank you.
Well, he's making it look very easy. He's got my tent, all his camping gear, and yeah, it's quite incredible.
For Matt, this 120-metre near vertical climb is a breeze. He seems to have set the bar rather high.
Matt, you're off belay.
OK, Joe, you can climb when you're ready.
OK, thank you. Well, this is quite some way to experience the Estrella Mountains. There's wild camping and there's extreme wild camping, and this is definitely the latter. Come on, Matt, let's go.
OK. Good. Bold moves.
It's a huge challenge, but I think I can do this. Just as long as I don't look down.
Just follow the crack line up. You're doing really well. You're a natural, Joe. Good move to finish. Yeah. Strong, Joe, strong. OK, and... Yeah, well done. Very good.
Oh my God.
How'd you feel?
Exhilarated.
Well, I've faced up to a lot of challenges on this journey. It's sort of what my whole trip has been about, but this has given me the greatest sense of achievement. And now I'm up here. I can hardly look down. As we journey further into the mountains in search of a wild camping spot, I'm amazed at how lush this area is. We're on a shepherd's trail, and seeing one of these men reminds me how the Estrella is still home to men and women totally dependent on the land around them. A rare thing in modern Europe.
OK, what we've got here, Joe, this is quite interesting to the mountain, is this irrigation system.
Yeah.
And effectively, this comes straight off the mountain and provides these people with all their water supply for the whole of their lives.
Okay,
So there's no connections here.
She's washing her clothes.
Yeah, we'll go and say hello to her. Bom dia, senhor. Como está? Tudo bem?
Tudo bem.
Tem muito trabalho aqui, não é?
Sim.
O que você vai fazer aqui? Explicar-nos pouco.
Lavo, vou à fazenda, para comer aos animais.
Wow.
E andamos aqui entretidos.
Okay, tá bom. She uses this water supply for her washing. She's got no machine inside. She uses it for drinking, and she's just told me she uses it to irrigate the fields here as well. This would have been built by hand.
Wow.
So it's a pretty incredible operation.
Would it be possible to have a look inside?
Ela quer saber, é possível, vai pouco dentro da sua casa ver, mostrar. Okay, yeah, it looks like we're in.
Wonderful.
To be welcomed into someone's home like this is apparently not unusual here in rural Portugal. Neither, I'm told, is the mid-morning taking of alcoholic beverages.
Carapinga.
Sing. Do you want to drink something? He's got some wine, I think it is.
Well, it would be rude not to.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sim.
Vinho aguardente.
Vinha.
Okay.
Obrigada.
Yeah, it's very usual in this area that they don't serve wine with glasses for everyone. He's basically going to pour one glass for you, and then it'll go to me, and then
So
to
I'm
Anita.
drinking it fast?
It is unfortunately a little bit of a quick process.
I see, okay.
Posso provar?
Obrigada. Obrigado.
De
Obrigado.
boa vontade, vá, Boeri.
Yeah, he said good wishing you well, vontade.
Saúde.
Acho vai a saúde.
It's very good.
Muito bom.
Yes, muito bom.
E vá.
And
Matei a sede. Não
it's-
gosta dele.
So, I don't want to offend anyone because it's very, very good, but it's very strong. So I'm going to pass it on if that's all right.
My turn. Obrigado, saúde, senhor.
Nada, pô, bebam. Se gostam dele, bebam.
Muito bom. That's okay, actually, isn't it? I'll try that.
É do que cá faço.
É fácil
É
fazer.
do que cá faço mesmo.
Yeah, it's very easy to make, he's saying, and it's also pure. He said earlier it's quite a pure.
What time does Albertino start drinking wine in the day?
Ó senhor, normalmente quando você começa a beber vinho, normalmente
Dois copos.
two cups is customary for breakfast. Yeah, and maybe there's a few more at lunch, so a little bit more than we've had today.
So these vines over our head are vital if you live out here in the Estrella Mountains, because this is the only way you're going to be able to drink wine is if you make it yourselves.
Yeah, absolutely. He probably won't buy any sort of alcohol except for making his own wine, which is why he's got so many here.
Yes.
It seems this family lived the ultimate self-sufficient life, and Albertino's generosity is astounding.
Oh, he's offering us some food from his quinta.
That's the wine.
Okay, thank
E
you.
ofereço de boa vontade.
Muito obrigado. É bom.
Okay.
É incrível. Muito simpático.
Podia levar mais batatas e mais cebolas que tenho aí.
He said if we want any more, just come back to his house and give us more potato.
Okay.
Okay, ciao.
Ciao. Ciao.
Adeus.
Adeus.
After several hours walking, we finally find our wild camping spot. It's beautiful, but isolated. And I really am happy to have the company of Matt and Anita tonight. Well, I couldn't have found this place by myself, that's for sure. And I'm very glad I'm in some good company tonight with Matt and Anita. And I've said several times on my journey that I think I found the most remote spot to camp, but this time I mean it. It's totally isolated here. In fact, apparently this area is not on any map. So the only people who know about it are shepherds, and now ourselves. And when I told people I was coming to the rural side of Portugal, I was told two things. Firstly, that inland is incredibly beautiful and almost suspended in time, really. And secondly, that the people you'll find in these remote regions are incredibly friendly. Both those things have come good here. And this is my last night wild camping, and I'm celebrating it in company. It's incredible to think that this is about as pared down as our life could possibly be. And yet, if a shepherd walked in here now, he'd think this was extravagant.
Absolutely. They look at what we have, and this is luxury, isn't it? I mean, all they have is their fleece coats they get from the flock, and they sleep wild, just really wild, very little. Like the shepherd we saw today, he's probably out several nights, but there's very little on him that suggests that he's got any kind of equipment to camp.
In a way, wild camping is difficult, physically.
Challenging,
and
certainly.
yet it seems so easy because it seems so natural.
Yeah. It puts us to, it can connect us to a side